Hi everyone, I'm Wolfgang and you are watching Rock Guitar Vibes. Are you interested in my latest Black Friday deal? Then look at this. Yeah, it's a Solar guitar and it comes along in a gig bag. The gig bag itself looks okay. It has a single strap on the back. And on the front there are two pockets. Let's take a look in. Oh, what's here? It's a certificate of authenticity from Solar guitars. Yeah, it says the serial number and it said it's a limited edition number 82 out of 150. This means it is a limited production run and with some luck the value will possibly raise up in the future. So that's fine. It's signed by Ola and Greg, the owners of the company. Now let's take a look into the other pocket. What's that? It's the whammy bar, because I think all my guitars need tremolos. So then there are some hex tools, a bunch of hex tools, 4, and a blacksmith label equipped by blacksmiths. I think it's for the strings. Then here's a Solar warranty booklet. And last but not least, there's what's this? This thing here. That's the damping thing for the part of the strings above the nut to avoid unwanted ringing noise. That's fine. Nice move from Ola and Greg, of course. So it's finally time to check out the guitar. Let's open the gig bag. Oh yeah. So let's check this out. That's nice. Yeah, look at this. So this is a Solar A1.6FRD. What does this mean? A stands for the body shape, 1.6 means model 1 with 6 strings. FR means Floyd Rose. D stands for distressed, which is a special kind of aging. So the finish is meant. Now let's take a closer look at the specs. It's an older body. You can clearly see the grain of the wood. It's older and completely satin finish. We have a tone pot and a volume pot, 5-way blade switch. Then there's the Floyd Rose bridge. It seems to be the cheaper version of the Floyd Rose because the fine tuners work a bit hard. Anyway, pickups are Seymour Duncan Solar pickups called Solar Duncan. Then we have the fretboard, ebony fretboard with super jumbo frets. There's no fret sprout. That's really nice. Then there's a maple neck. It's a Z neck. The neck shape is a C neck. The neck is made out of maple and also has a satin finish. You can see it's not too thick and not too thin. I think it's pretty good. Then there are locking tuners. Don't know the brand. However, locking tuners are always a good thing. The guitar comes along with 9 to 64 strings from Blacksmith. I never heard this brand and I don't know much about it. Let's check the string action. Yeah, it's around, I would say, it's around 2 millimeter. It's a bit too high for me. I have to lower this. Anyway, now it's time to check out the sounds. For this I will use my Black Friday deal of the last year. It's the HXStomp and it was available for under 400 bucks, which was a pretty good deal. So let's start with the clean sound for each pickup position. Now let's take a closer look at the details. The body is 1, 2, 3 piece alder with a top, alder top. It's a 2-piece top. It's sliced here in this area. It's hard to see because it's very well done. The top is 2 or 3 millimeters thick. That's nice. The neck feels great. The threads are polished, stainless steel threads. There's absolutely no thread sprout. They are treated nicely. We have big fluorescing side dots. Let me demonstrate. Maybe you can see. It's maybe hard to see, but I will try to show. Yeah. Then the nut sticks a bit out at the top and the bottom. I think at the top it's around half a millimeter. At the bottom it's less. The neck is glued in. The transition is nice here. It's absolutely perfect. But at the top and the bottom you can slightly feel the transition to the body. So the back plates are plain with the body because the compartments are recessed. That's nice. The floating bridge is also recessed here. That's how I like it. And it's almost parallel to the body. That's okay. It's a good setup. As already mentioned, the fine-tuners work a bit hard, a bit scratchy. So let's try to put some gun oil on the threads to improve this behavior. Yeah, this helps a bit. Not perfect, but it's better. The pods work very smooth, they feel great, and I love the look of the distressed hardware. That's really nice. Let's finally check the weight. It's around 3.4 kilogram. That's okay and not too much. Now let's measure the pickups. The bridge pickup has 14 kilo ohm and the neck pickup has 7.5 kilo ohm. Now let's remove the back plates and check the inner details. That plate sits pretty strong. Okay. Let's remove the protection foil if possible. The plastic cover has a satin finish. Inside the springs are pieces of rubber to avoid ringing. That's good. Good idea. I like this. So the tremolo block of the Floyd Rose is pretty normal. Let's check the electronics. Shielded back. Let's remove the protection foil. I don't like this. So the electronics cavity looks fine. CNC routing is pretty good here. It's shielded with graphite paint. Then there's no treble bleed installed. That's why the tone gets a bit dull when reducing the volume. So it's pretty tidy. That's fine. These are small pots, but they work very well. Shielded back plate. That's all good. I will let the back plate removed because I also have to change strings. I will put 10s on it, so I have to readjust this here. I've replaced the 9s to 64 strings with 10s to 64. Because of the higher string tension, I had readjusted the truss rod and the Floyd Rose tremolo. I also lowered the string action to around 1.2 mm. As usual for a floating bridge system, the entire process took about an hour. But now the setup is perfect, no buzzing strings or dead notes. And the best thing is the sound. With the old strings, I always had the feeling that something is missing. And I wondered if the pickups were to blame. But with the new strings, the sound improved. It turned out that the original strings were around 8 months old and they were coated, which can also affect the sound. So here are some extra sound examples. Please keep in mind that this review is completely independent. Nothing is sponsored, all gear has been purchased by myself. So here's my rating. The overall build quality is pretty good. The only thing I have to complain about are that the locking nut sticks out a bit and I can feel a slight transition between the neck and the body. But these are minor things that do not affect the playability. The Duncan pickups sound great, and in position 2 and 4 of the 5-way blade switch, the humbuckers can be used in splitted mode. In these modes, the pickups do not sound like typical single coil pickups, but they sound good. I like that tone. The neck feels very smooth and comfy. It's a thinner C shape, but not too thin. There's absolutely no fret sprout. The fret job of the stainless steel super jumbo frets is perfect. The locking tuners work very well and the tuning stability is also pretty good. However, after doing a dive bomb, I have to pull the whammy bar to get back in tune. I think it's an issue with the nut, but I have to check this later. The guitar comes along with a good setup, the intonation is perfect and I love the distressed look of the hardware and the finish. For a guitar made in Indonesia, the street price of around 1 grand is not little, but with all the features mentioned and the build quality, the price is reasonable and you get a professional instrument including gig back. I got it in the Black Friday sale for €900, which is a pretty fair price. So my rating for this Solar guitar is a solid 4.5 out of 5 metal hands. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and see you soon on this channel.